above ground and see what you can find.
I will accompany the Eli Vance and ensure his safety.
Great. Thank you. Dad, I'm gonna go find this vault.
Go! Stay safe, baby. I love you.
I love you too.
I love you.
Thank you. Hey, Russ. Keep an eye out for Dad, okay?
I'll let you know if he gets here. When he gets here.
That goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Shoot, this goes there. That goes, nope. That goes there, and that goes there. I look around for resin. Come on. Is there any resin down here? Nope. Next part. No quest controllers. Might be a bit jittery because I'm playing on a really not so good router, but
It got
it's
a
an
bit messy
extender,
back
but
there, but
it's still working pretty well.
we did get Dad back.
Yeah.
What?
That's probably gonna draw some attention. Not probably, actually. It's definitely drawing attention. Look, they're looking for you now, okay? So just be careful. You know, if we can get this weapon, we can change things forever.
Yeah. If.
Look, I know we've only been working together for a few hours now, but I want you to know I'm proud of you. Okay, you're under a lot of pressure here.
I am indeed under a lot of
Wow.
pressure.
Russ.
So much pressure, in fact, that I hesitate to even bring it up. But I did notice that when you reached out for your father's hand, had he actually grabbed it, his grip would have crushed all the delicate sensors in the Russells.
I'll try not to overwork myself.
Ah. Okay.
Totally understandable, and would have been worth it, by the way, in this case.
In this case, yes,
Right.
it would have been very
Having said that,
understandable.
I have a hard time imagining another situation where that would have been the case.
For the rescue of
And,
Eli,
much
we wanted
like
to
your
create
father,
a
the
tent
Russells
just out of reach.
I don't want to listen
Okay,
to the.
so just,
I
you know,
don't want to
going
listen to
forward.
the developer content yet. I don't want to listen to the
Russ,
dev.
I promise
the dev,
your gloves are
dev
safe
thing
with me.
first. Don't want to listen to the dev log just yet. I need to find a key card. Go up. Yoink. There's the yellow key card over there. Yoinky spidoinkity. Actually, if I was to take this, let's see what this makes. That's the sound I'm looking for. Need to find a blue key card. Don't want to move out of that spot just yet until I find the blue key card. on. There we go. Oh!
Oh, Dad said he stole some files about the...
Well, when it comes to combine data encryption,
You're my guy?
Eli's your guy.
Oh.
Systems, robotics, networks, I can make short work of those.
But not data encryption.
Might as well be an alien language. Well, it is an alien language. Anyway, look, Eli, you guy.
Get in here, yep. No crowbar. Also, this is one thing I do want to say, is that every single Half-Life game actually had a crowbar, except for this one. Except until the end.
Early on in the project, we spent some time experimenting with the classic Half-Life crowbar. Playtests showed us that it was an interesting tool for our player to use in puzzles and world interactions, but we weren't very happy with how our melee combat efforts turned out. We felt it was really important that the crowbar was solid to the world and enemies, and that resulted in some tricky physics challenges. Players could easily push the crowbar into an enemy in front of them, because nothing in the real world would stop it. Indeed, without that real-world physical feedback, we found playtesters exhibited a wide variety of swing behaviors. Some would waggle the controller rapidly, others would put their whole body into it. At the same time, playtest response to our pistol prototype was very positive, especially around the more complex reloading mechanics. Faced with a potentially significant R&D problem in melee combat, we chose to refocus our efforts on ranged combat. It also didn't help that players all associated the crowbar with Gordon Freeman, not Alyx Vance.
Gotta find a way around there. Shoot. Wait a minute, I think I can go up. Can I go up and then around? No, I cannot. So I'm just gonna go back over here. That's death. So we're gonna avoid death by doing that. There. Oh, I can't look through there. Elevator's supposed to take me down. Nope, takes me up. Shit, so there's my resin now gone. I lost the 2 resin, but man. There's something about this. There's something about this level in particular of Half-Life Alyx. Also, you might see that my hands have changed from the previous playthrough of Half-Life Alyx I did do. Problem is that the mod has now turned private, or it's been deleted by the creator, which is really quite a shame because I loved it so much. But yeah, if the creator is watching this right now, please like make another mod that's kind of like that, because people enjoyed it.
Alex,
Yeah.
look out the window.
Holy crap.
That's
That's
the super
gotta be the
weapon.
vault.
That's the fucking vault.
Dad
That's
didn't
the
mention
damn
it was
vault.
floating.
Didn't mention it's
So even if we
Sorry.
make it there, we still have to get up to it.
Oh, the cables! Look at all the cables attached to it. All we have to do is follow them.
And break whatever's at
That's a
the
good
other
health
end.
syringe.
And down comes the vault. Simple, easy to follow. Yeah, I like this plan.
I like this player. I don't need that anymore, but I will take you.
This entire section of the map, from the start of the keycard puzzle up to this room, was added specifically to show the player the vault on its own. Without this little detour, players would otherwise have their first view of the vault at the entrance to the Northern Star Hotel, which was also when they would see their first Combine substation. So much new information all at once led many players to confuse the vault with the substation, or just miss it entirely, so we created this area of the train station to highlight the vault on its own. Even though players are required to enter this room to get the second keycard, they still wouldn't necessarily notice the vault outside, so we added some dialogue with Russell about looking out the window to see it. This may be a bit heavy-handed, but it was necessary to solve the problem of players not recognizing the vault when they saw it later in the
It's all
game.
about sending reinforcements into the quarantine zone.
On the plus side, that means Dad is still on his way back to you.
The drop
We'd have heard if
ceiling
they
literally
recaptured
just
Eli Vance.
dropped.
And on the downside,
Quote me on that
the
now,
vault isn't
everyone
gonna get any
who is
easier.
watching this. Quote me on that now. Ah, yes. Now I'm back down here. I can actually finally use the blue vault key. I keep feeling like you're supposed to scan it right here, but I was supposed to like, scan it here. Eee. I need what the fuck is in here. God, it's blinding.
Ooh, grenades.
Oh, yes, grenades. Watch this. 3, 2, 1.
Total waste of grenade.
Not total waste. Watch that. Already
Worth it.
killed some.
Agreed.
Agreed. It was worth it. Agreed. Aha. Yikes. Those are barnacles. Not really something you want to walk into every day. That's resin. I need that resin down there, so I'm gonna do this. 3, 2, 1, and
Heads up, zombie.
boom.
No.
Oh, I hit the weak spot on that one. Did not expect that. Honestly, I was really not expecting to hit the weak spot. Oh, hey, hitting grenade. I'm gonna put this to good use. 3, 2, 1. Just dead. Oh, good catch. Good resin catch. Oh, whoopity-doo. Up. That's gonna kill all 3. Boom. Yep. Resin allows me to upgrade weapons, so that's really good. That's poison head crab. Hold on, I got this. Jump at me right now. Got ya! Yeah, at one point So what happened is I threw a grenade at this guy, blew him up. There was a weak spot on that guy's chest that blew up with green. I think I know what I'm supposed to do here.
Yes.
Got it.
Nice throw.
Boom. Ah, made my ears ring. How many grenades are even up here? 3. Oh! Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, it's because working on, not really
Hey, on the monitor.
a
Combine.
secure...
I see him.
Well, not really secure, but not really strong internet connection. Open you up. Now that's down. Ooh, shotgun shells. Yoink.
This entire section of the map, from the start of the keycard puzzle up to this...
I've already heard about that. Don't need to anymore. Although I will hear about this one. Throwing.
Although it may seem obvious that throwing would be a trivial interaction to support in VR, a lot of nuanced work is required to get it to feel right. And if we were going to build puzzles like this one, where the player must throw an armed grenade through a high duct, throwing needed to work well. A typical VR game running at 90 frames per second will read the sensor data from the track controllers once per frame. This means the data is read every 11 milliseconds. That may seem like a short time step, but when throwing, a user can easily move their hand 15 centimeters or more in that amount of time. Additionally, the player may release the object by opening their hand or releasing the trigger at any point during their throwing motion. This makes reconstructing the act of throwing a virtual object an interesting signal processing problem. It's up to any given piece of VR software to derive the player's intent from the discretely sampled controller data, and we've learned a lot over the years about what works and what doesn't. In the lab, which we shipped in 2016, we sampled the controller's positional data every 11 milliseconds and used the sampled positions to compute the controller velocity at each time step. We then used an average of the computed velocity and direction over several frames before and after the object release.
Yes, kill a combine
to
heavy
determine the
soldier while the
velocity and
shield is
direction
up.
to
Yes,
apply
I
to the
finally
thrown
got that
object.
achievement.
Although this was functional
That's
enough
good.
to ship, it didn't always feel consistent, especially if the game's frame rate ever fell below 90 frames per second. Later, in the Index controller tech demo Moondust, we expanded on this algorithm by
this is
biasing
cool.
towards higher velocity data. We also extended the SteamVR software
This
interface
is funny.
to provide the controller's
ton of puzzle
instantaneous
bit.
velocity and acceleration data from the hardware inertial measurement unit, which is computed on the controller every 2 milliseconds. This meant that we did not have to calculate an estimate from the positions sampled by the engine only every 11 milliseconds as we had done on the lab. This was crucial to providing a more responsive feel, as it meant the throwing calculations were no longer tied to the rendering frame rate. After further experimentation, we arrived at the solution used in Half-Life Alyx, which takes 10 frames that preceded the release of the held object and averages the 3 frames bracketing the peak controller velocity in that time window. We have found that this tends to lead to a better approximation of precisely when the player intended to release the thrown object. This approach resulted in consistent, comfortable throwing, enabling us to rely on players being able to accurately throw grenades or any other objects with confidence.
Kind of puzzle. Now, I want to walk you guys through this so you guys can understand what this means. So, this is... I think you guys can remember this from Half-Life 2. This is Alyx's hack tool. Well, actually, this game takes place 5 years before the events of Half-Life 2. So this is Alyx's Half-Life Alyx, that then reappears in Half-Life 2, hack tool. Now, this is a toner puzzle. It can only be activated by doing this. Now, you would scan through, and if I were to put that down, and not turn that. Oh! So the thing is that if I had now turned this on, it would go up here, go through here, and turn on the alarm. If that had happened, Combine soldiers that were down here are then gonna flood this way. So that's why I decided, you know what, we're gonna keep that off. And this time we're gonna keep it 1, 2, 3, and boom. That's the outlet. There we go. Now we're gonna listen to Toner Puzzle.
This optional toner puzzle is intended to train players not to blindly click on each junction without first understanding the implications. This particular puzzle is designed to have the side effect of tripping a fire alarm if the player merely clicks on each toner junction they encounter without looking ahead. An observant player can easily solve the puzzle without tripping the alarm, but a careless player will trip the alarm, causing a Combine soldier to come storming around the corner to investigate the noise.
Yep, see, like I said, this is a health station. It was empty, but then that gets squished. Then you put your hand there, and then you can heal. You might be wondering, well, how would you see your health? Your health is indicated by these 3 hearts that will get smaller and smaller and smaller as you take damage, until one of them just goes away, moves on to the next heart. Ow! You shoot me. No. No. Ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Then watch this. Health syringe. Give him my health back. Freeze. You're messing with Xena's out of reach Secret Service. Don't you dare. Should I just take that back? Let's shoot that. Just don't eject that. I'm not going to that. Also, CRT monitor. And I could just go like, now it's broken. Oh my god, I never knew that they actually made a variant of that. I think everyone can know what this is, right? This is the furry version of the girl taking a test, Lo-Fi Girl. If I'm completely right about that, which I hope I am. There's also Deadliest Catch, which is where it's an achievement that if one of these guys tosses a grenade at you, which is usually held right there, if you catch it, then you will get that achievement. You got any resin? No, you do not. Oh, yoinkity spoinkity. So a health station right here. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. Oh. There we go. I can also close this if I wanted to, so I can just go make sure no one's up there. Just close it like that. I could just pull it down. Which adds another element of interactivity.
Four shells left.
This optional toner puzzle is intended to train players.
I keep listening to it. That's the man hack. There we go, that killed him. I will indeed take care of myself. Yep, see? They got grenades on them. Oinky spadoinkity. I now have my shit. What's in here? Oh wait, that's in there. I don't want to go there yet. Although what I do want to do is I want to explore this place. Here. Wowee, that's hot. Yep, I'm glad I did. 23 resin. I need 30 in order to get the ammo reserver for the pistol, which is what I'm really hoping for. This is also not the original pistol for the game. This is a mod. And also the body holster is also a mod.
3 shells left.
Nice shell.
Look to the Northern Star.
I am. Why are you saying it like that?
No. The Vortigaunt said, look to the Northern Star to help his friends.
This
It
is
sounds
the...
like Vortigaunt nonsense.
That's the Combine substation. So how do I say this?
Yeah. That does make more sense.
There you go. Also, one thing I don't want to say is that if you did play, some people say like, oh, this is too easy and some stuff, but I just want to let you know is that Valve intended this to be like some people's first VR game to show off like what the cool things that VR can do. So they don't have a section here where it'll get fucking ambushed. But there is a mod called Campaign Plus, which adds harder enemies, a new Combine enemy, and it also adds, when you first get here, it adds an ambush scene, which is what I love very much, but I only want to play the base game so that you guys can watch. Got another grenade, got some more resin, got 25, I can get the double shot upgrade for the you can get the double shot for the shotgun now, but I really don't want to just yet.
Alyx, I think you should find your way into that hotel and get up to the substation.
That's what I'm trying to do, Russell. Ugh. Such good vent. I'm just gonna throw that in there.
That's some sort of Combine substation.
Yep, that
they
is.
usually generate power and host security protocols.
Chatka.
Like
what about
power and
Kamchatka?
security you need for a giant vault.
Yeah, let's listen to this.
Typical players spend up to 2 hours progressing through the interior spaces of the Northern Star Hotel, and we found in playtests that they often had trouble remembering their next goal of disrupting the Combine substation above. In earlier tests, the vault constantly reminded players of its presence by emitting a repeating abstract musical pattern.
Yep. You can hear that.
This pattern works so well at drawing and keeping the player's attention that we expanded and fictionalized it as a semi-musical sound design pattern, which we changed to emit from the Combine substation, representing it collecting and transmitting Vortigaunt energy to the vault.
And that's when you hear it and then it like goes and then like watch, it's gonna do that right now. And that's Vortigaunt energy. That helps the vault stay in the air.
While in the hotel, the player does not have line of sight to the substation. So we repeat this sonic pattern at varying volumes within the hotel as a reminder of both the Combine substation and the vault outside.
And it really does a good job of doing that too. It gets quieter, and it gets louder and louder.
In fact, if you look closely, you are in the hotel, you will notice that it reacts visibly to the overspill of Vortigaunt energy as it flows from the substation.
Oh yeah, there's a Zen fauna that's in here too that'll react, and I can show you what that looks like, and it looks really cool. If I just like take that out. Oh, don't do that. I'm in. And now we're in the next section. Let's go. So this is where we were here. We're going all the way through here, and we're trying to get up to that vault. Northern Star. The North Star Hotel. Yeah. Shit, I can't bend down to grab that. But there's no resonant there, because I need that.
Oh, elephant! Let's go one down.
That's not good.
And the power's out. Looks like we're taking the stairs.
Hey, don't do that. Thanks for that. Got ya. Can you stop causing a fit? No.
2 shells left.
Liquid in the bottles. This is actually not even just a liquid in a bottle. Like you can see when I shake it around, yeah? This it's not even really in the bottle. It's just a shader. But it works really well. Physics sounds too.
We knew from previous VR projects that players would expect a high level of fidelity from their interactions with objects in the world. And during early testing of Half-Life Alyx, we received comments that objects were not making the sounds that players expected, given an object's material, size, and assumed weight. This led us to a more granular approach to physics sounds than we had used in prior products. For example, in the past, we would have used a single physics sound for all objects of a certain size and material. So, we would have had one sound to represent collisions of small metal objects, another sound for large wooden objects, and so on. For Half-Life Alyx, we built up a new library of object-specific sounds so that we could distinguish between similar objects, like a piece of silverware and a small metal can. Not only do we now have a library of almost 2,000 object-specific physics sounds, covering over 160 different objects, but we can further alter the sound at runtime based on an object's impact velocity and the hardness of the material it collides with. In some cases, we even layer in sounds representing an object's contents, such as matches in a matchbox, or fuel in a jerry can, which can be heard when those objects are shaken by the player or collide with something at high velocity.
Like, I can demonstrate that right now if I take this. Oh wait, no, it's just a shaker, it's empty. Listen.
Anything look like a breaker box in there?
Oh.
Nah, I'm still looking.
Oh, maintenance over here.
Here we go. Breaker boxes.
Bob. I need to open this actually. Perfect. Oh, there's a grenade in there. Ah, whatever. Give me the fucking resin. Yoink. here? Nope, nothing in there. What about anything in there? Yes, resin. Give me the fucking resin. You can also just, instead of just putting it in and twisting it, you can also just put it in and press trigger.
Here we go.
This hotel's ancient. The wiring's gonna be a real rat's nest.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a real rat's nest. I mean, just take a look at it. Just open you up. You. That goes down to there. I'll go up to you, going up to you. So there. I'll let you go to there. Oh! Hold on. Oh, yep. Just gotta wait for it to speed up a little bit. Just catch up to speed. So where we need to put it. Right here.
Power's back on. Let's check the elevator.
Can I play the piano?
Hey Russ, name a song.
Flight of the Bumblebee.
Coming right up.
That's it.
I actually did it. Oh, that's awesome. Pop. No? Oh. Oh. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Oh, we want the lights. Oh! Just hearing me suffer. 1, 2, 3, and what? 1, 2, 3. Oh! Yeah, what? There you go.
Boom. Power back on. And up we...
And... no. Never mind. We're not going up. Up we, don't go.
Looks like we're taking the ladder.
Yeah, we're definitely taking the fucking ladder. My god. We're definitely taking the fucking ladder. Just take a look at that. Open? No, can't. That. Shit.
Yep.
No, that's not going in there. We're not going in there.
This place is overgrown. How dangerous do you think this stuff really is?
Fuck, I really wish I had a grenade.
Well, it is spores from another dimension, so probably... yeah, extremely. But a rare opportunity to examine alien flora up close.
It is quite true, yeah, it is a rare opportunity to see flora up close, but I'd rather not risk me inhaling these spores. Alright.
Last 2 shells.
Service weapon. Broken.
The Zen flora in this area animate in response to the Vortigaunt energy pulsing from the Combine substation outside. Since the substation itself is not visible from inside the hotel, it was important that we continue to remind players of its presence using audio and visual cues, and the Zen flora provided a perfect opportunity to do this. The shaders used on the Zen flora help illustrate the plant's response to the energy pulses in a few different ways. For example, the villi and cilia elongate and vibrate, while many of the other plants pulsate or glow. The intensity and timing of these effects are driven directly by the sound system, meaning that the audio and visual reinforcement of the Combine substation pulses are always in sync.
Yep, you can see it right there. It's quite cool. I love that. Love how they put attention to detail into the game. I'm just gonna make a noise every time that happens to me. It's funny as shit. Calm yourself down. Hey. Hey. Ow, son of a... Yep, don't go close to that. Ow. Nothing. Just gonna destroy every CRT I see. What if I... No, I'm not gonna waste another one.
Breaching the quarantine zone revealed a new hidden secret of the city. Alien plant life from Zen has taken root on Earth and has been thriving in the shadows of City 17. On the development team, the Northern Star Hotel was referred to as Hotel Zen before it had a proper name in the story, as it was the first location we used to explore what Zen foliage could look like and how it might consume any given environment. One of the challenges the environment team faced when designing the Zen foliage was layering a new look onto an existing environment without having to rebuild Zen-infested versions of every prop. We relied heavily on texture blending and kit bashing of Zen foliage shapes to handle most of the big environmental changes when Zenifying a scene. We also added some new features to our level editor, Hammer, which allowed for more creative manipulation of assets to reduce repetition. For example, we could pose certain types of meshes such as the Zen tentacles. These could be placed, scaled, stretched and manipulated to snake through an environment, giving a handcrafted look without every asset having to be built for a specific location. These elements were editable in Hammer so they could be adjusted at any time, but were baked into static meshes when the map was compiled to improve their runtime performance.
This place is full of them. Watch this, ready? This is a Zen grenade.
Yeah.
Got it. Squeeze it. I'm gonna toss it over. Ready? 3, 2, 1. It's basically a good supply of grenades. Gimme. And whoopity boom. It's one dead barnacle. Oh, it's a bundle of mags. Give me that. Oh, you son of a... There you go, yeah, chew on that. Yep, it's dead. Everything that they've eaten, like that's the shoulder blade of a, or like a leg bone of the head grab. This is also one of the only spots where I actually see a bundle of magazines like this in a map. So yeah, let's go store that. It's like, give me a one. That's not good.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, jeez.
Russell.
We lost Russell.
Alyx, come in.
One thing I do want to say is that this runner head crab that you saw, I want to say one special thing about him. Also, yes, this is a supply crate from Half-Life 2. Also, it's just from Half-Life Alyx that then comes back in Half-Life 2. So you can also just do this, eject it in the head. Oh. Right between the eyes. But yeah. The runner head crab, or the reviver head crab, it experiences some sort of EMP abilities within close proximity to it. Meaning that our earpiece can't, our earpiece, we can't hear Russell anymore, but the Russells are actually EMP free, which is good. Made by zip ties and shit. That's like how I complain. Also, by the way, the runner's heart, I need to put it in there. This is the reviver animation and the reviver introduction.
An enemy's animation can elicit a powerful emotional response from players, especially in VR. While developing the reviver, we learned that sometimes a character performance can have unintended consequences. In our initial reviver prototypes, we simply used a blue-tinted headcrab model with rudimentary electrical effects. The prototype was successful enough in playtesting that we decided to invest in a new, purpose-built model for the reviver, with electrical skin and improved effects. Players identified the new reviver successfully in the game, but we ran into a new problem. Players didn't want to fight it anymore. While the blue headcrab was easily identified as something dangerous, the new model was something that players had to evaluate from scratch, and they didn't necessarily see it as threatening. In fact, the animations authored for the new reviver model were interpreted by many players as friendly or even cute. Players would often approach the creature to try to pet it, or worse, refuse to kill it to retrieve the required puzzle piece, blocking their progression in the game. If they did then realize that they were going to have to kill the cute creature to proceed, they felt horrible having to go through with it. To fix this, we reauthored most of the reviver's animations, making it significantly more unsettling and menacing. We also made the reviver more aggressive by adding a jump attack if the player got too close. With these changes to animation and behavior, players once again were fighting the reviver as intended, and they no longer wanted to take it home as a pet.
Oh yes, and I think you can tell right here when someone went like this. And then they would see the reviver, and then they would crouch down and stuff. I can't do that because whenever I press the button, it only goes that way. Because shit happens. This is where the game trailer took place.
This is the room featured in the very first shot of the Half-Life Alyx announcement trailer.
A nut.
It's not an obvious choice for that
use.
The room is dark,
nut
not particularly colorful, and it's a pretty pedestrian corridor. Cleaning supplies and laundry baskets are not in themselves attention grabbers. But we chose this scenario because it very effectively demonstrates the excitement and tension that we thought was typical of the game. All game trailers require careful design. Conveying a game's core experience in just a few moments is tricky, even at the best of times. But we believe the Half-Life Alyx trailer had to work harder than most to meet a particularly difficult and uncommon set of challenges. We had kept the existence of the game under wraps, so shipping the trailer was going to be the first time in 13 years that Valve had shown any work on Half-Life. On top of that, the trailer had to quickly communicate that Valve had chosen to make the next installment of Half-Life a VR game. And although we were very confident in the decision to make a VR game and in the quality of what we had built, we still worried that revealing those decisions to the world might cause even our most loyal fans to make their own decision, that we had truly lost our minds. Those of us working on the trailer knew it had to make people so excited that they could put those worries aside. The trailer also had to clearly convey that the game was not Half-Life 3, meaning that it did not take place after the events of Episode 2. Half-Life Alyx was, instead, a prequel of sorts, occurring between the events of Half-Life and Half-Life 2. In addition, the trailer had to show depth, variety, familiar characters, and enough novelty and surprise to get across to the viewer that this was really and truly a full-fledged...
This is a full-fledged prequel. And yeah, if you were to see the trailer for Half-Life Alyx,
meaning
that
it did not take place after the events of Episode 2.
Sort of place where you would see
Half-Life Alyx was, instead, a prequel of sorts, occurring between the events of Half-Life and Half-Life 2. In addition, the trailer had to show depth, variety, familiar characters, and enough novelty and surprise to get across to the viewer that this was really and truly a full-fledged installment in the Half-Life series, not a small VR experiment or a spin-off. This was a tall order, but the entire game team rallied around the effort because everyone understood the value of the work. We're just as proud of the result we achieved in the trailer as we are of any other part of Half-Life Alyx.
And even in the trailer, they did substantial work, and it's good. Also, shit, there goes the ammo down there. I'm gonna have to grab that next time, but I have a full grenade. Pt.1 and boom. There you go. Yep. Hi, see ya. Yep. You're dead. Give me your inside. Thank you. That should work. But the boss fight music's starting to kick in. That ain't good. I take out my service pistol.
Shells.
Shit. Yeah, this is where they start to move. This is when I mean, like, they start to get harder. Whenever And yes, you can actually move both sides of it. And yes, this is what I mean, like, as time goes on. What's that? I do mean that as time goes on, things will get harder. Shit, he doesn't have any weak spots on him. Oh, I need some drugs. Ugh. The runner. Again.
Lightning dog.
No. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, it went into a guy.
Yep, it went to a guy. That's what they call it, the reviver. Trailer, why are you still here? Okay. No, it's coming out. Yep. Thank you. Game trailer, why are you here? You should be in the different... You should be back over there in the first interaction with these sort of things. Oh, shit. That's... Yep, where it went for the long run. Don't have any shotgun ammo left. Finally.
Keisha's left.
Yeah, we're going into a guy. Yep. Also, if I get too close to him, bolts of lightning will arc to me. Watch that. I want to steer clear of the range. And stay away from that. Nope. Sorry. That's what I mean by it disintegrates.
Alyx, is the dog gone? What happened?
New development? It went
and also
into
this thing arcs to things by itself, so watch this.
Yes. I had to shoot both of them. It was nuts, Russell.
Yep, that thing arcs to things.
Oh, it was.
They didn't have to use any health shots for that, but since they wanted to be nice, this is the reviver training. And they basically did this just so that, because people would be like, yeah, I've shot this guy in the head so many times and he hasn't gone down. But you have to shoot him in the places where it lights up on this. Or at least shoot it in those big bloated spots. So yeah, that's survivor training. Reviver ground attack, which is where it would go like shing, and then the light would come here. When the reviver zombie is just like they're running around on all fours. Well, not the reviver zombie, but the reviver head grab. When it's running around on all fours, if it's like right here and it sees you, it will launch a lightning attack at you, which is what happened to me during the laundromat scene. Close down. We're in an elevator. In fact, people did get motion sick in this elevator in its first iteration of it, which is quite funny.
Plus, he's a fugitive. He's only got
but then they actually made it so like this would be like...
you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. He should be back by now.
Yeah.
So I should be worried.
Normally, yes. But you're the one here
yes, but you're the one towards the
we should be
danger.
the ones worried about you.
I guess? Substation design. Oh, come on. Let's go substation
After
design.
exiting the elevator, the player gets their closest view yet of the Combine substation attached to the exterior of the hotel. While the Combine architecture can veer into the abstract, it's often at its most successful when contrasted with a human structure. Beyond this, we always try to drive the visual design with an invented function, ideally to support the gameplay or story. In this case, the routing of some unusual power source to the vault from various parts of the city. The player doesn't know it at this point, but this substation is designed to essentially torture the song out of a group of Vortigaunts who are housed in the attached pod farms. The output is collected from the Vortigaunts before being reharmonized by a single conductor Vortigaunt via the cable tuner apparatus seen at the root of the transmission cables that run up to the vault itself. This design gave us the opportunity to subsequently meet another Vortigaunt, and acted as enough of a constraint to allow us to design an interaction that would physically compromise the substation as the player exits the hotel in the next map.
And that's what I love about this game, is that they put so much time and effort into these sort of games that just make it all worth it. Which just... I love it because of that, that's all I'm trying to say. Just love it so much. Also, I don't even know if we're still carrying this around. I mean, you get spared because I forgot to put you in the health machine.
You've almost got it.
Yeah. I think I might be able to get the laser sight. Oh. It's a glitch that can somehow happen. I don't want to go for the laser sight because I already have that sight, which is good. So I'm gonna go with the bullet. Reservoir. That's how the original gun would look, and it looks pretty fucking good. This is how the bullet.
My gun just keeps getting better and better.
You know, Rose,
well, it's my service
technically,
weapon now.
I don't think there's a whole lot of your gun left anymore.
I'll tell you what, let's put that idea on hold for now. We can chat about my gun when you get back.
For safety. Press this and go. Alright, double tap it again. Actually, that's the slide release button that I'm tapping, and I have to tap it twice. So yeah, this is now my service weapon. It has a bullet reserver here. Which ammo will count down here. Like, I know you want the TV, but you're grounded. And since you decided not to listen to me, oh, for fuck's sake, now I can grab the TV. Oh, wait, yes, I can. Nope, don't want to stand on it. Hold on. Hey, yes, you're playing door kickers too. Come on, fuck. Options. Preference. With accessibility. Oh, it feels so much better. Oh, let's go. Yeah, you know what? Since you're grounded... Yeah, you don't get no TV now. That is hella harsh. If that was actually me, then I'd be more hella harsh than I am right now, which hella harsh is 0. Nope. Give me.
I'm out.
Weapon left in the Combine Fabricator has been returned. Did I leave this in the Fabricator? I don't think so. Oh wait, you already got killed. I'm sorry. Hey. Oh, my arm will move up a little bit more. Oh, shoot. Freeze. 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 Right then.
Uh-oh. This guy's not wearing a shirt.
This guy ain't wearing a shirt. Uh-oh.
Last 2 shells.
Time to go down here. Next part in the game. Next part in the game. We're gay. Gay mingle. I should shut up. I should just fucking stop, dude. I should just stop. Aha, I damaged you. I'm gonna back away. No.
Zen foliage has been ways. In dark areas where the flashlight is active, some Zen flora will animate or expand in response to the light. These Zen plants respond to the proximity of the player's hand by glowing and pulsing. The glow effect in particular is rendered with an offset using the correct binocular perspective for each eye, which gives the impression that the glow originates in the interior of the organism. The Zenflora's shader effects, which rely on hand proximity, take their input from a dynamic voxel field which follows the player at all times. The player's hands effectively draw motion trails in this voxel field, which can be sampled by the foliage's shaders to drive deformations and other shading effects. If the player moves their hands quickly, they produce motion trails in the voxel field. If they hold their hands still, they produce a radiating force. These different types of motion characteristics allow us to create different behaviors in the foliage to give it a bit of extra personality.
Also, somehow Russell managed to download, like, almost all of the internet before the entire Zen thing went down, which is quite something. I do respect him for that immensely. Yoink. Okay, so I'm gonna end it off here for part 1, and I'll make part 2 next time. Bye now.